It's just been so hard, and the not knowing, I think, is the worst.
2 years
I can't move on. I can't grieve
without answers.
because I'm not sure what I'm grieving yet.
The question of what happened to Robert Hurt, or Robbie as his family knows him, remains today.
If anybody has any children of their own, you realize you worry about your children, but to wake up in the morning thinking you may never see them again, it's like a living hell in a way.
The father of three left his Pittsylvania County home on December 9th, 2018. He was last seen at a friend's house in Pelham, North Carolina, between 4 and 5 that day. Now, being gone for a few days wasn't unusual for the then 37-year-old, but after his wife made calls to friends and family, investigators say she started to worry. No one knew where he was. 3 days later, his truck was found in a ditch along Goodyear Boulevard, right there behind me in Danville. That was December 12th, 2018. On the 14th, Robbie Hurt was officially reported missing to the Pittsylvania County Sheriff's Office.
At first, we don't know what to think, but as time goes on and we learn more about the situation, we realize that it is very serious.
Investigators from Caswell County, North Carolina, Danville, and Pittsylvania County followed up on tips for weeks, even a month after Robbie went missing, but all proved unsuccessful, sparking even more fear of what could have happened.
There are people that know, we have been told, that it's possibly a waiting game, to wait for somebody to confess or to come forward, but I'm making a plea with anyone who might know anything about the disappearance of Robbie.
Robbie's dad, James Hurt,
This is Robbie.
admits his son had issues battling addiction and fears it may have cost him his life.
I do believe that he was murdered. Yes.
But that's the thing. He still doesn't know, and neither does Robbie's mother.
It's been so hard, especially for the girls. You know, they want to know where their daddy is, why he's not here. I mean, he was there. He was always there. And all of a sudden, he's gone.
Rebecca Griffith says these past 2 years have been tough on everyone. She misses talking to her son and hearing him share how proud he was of his work as a carpenter.
He worked in Danville on the older buildings that they're restoring.
And he was very proud of that. And we were all proud of him.
His parents making clear how important it is for those who know what happened to Robbie to understand the pain his disappearance has caused.
How bad it hurts, how hard it is for all of the family that misses him and doesn't know.
The pain of knowing that someone out there has the answer to the question of what happened to Robbie Hurt, but is unwilling to say.
And they're going to sit there and say, "Hey, don't you remember me? I've been gone for 20 years here."
Bobby Walker hopes that seeing this billboard will spark some memories or lead someone to clear their conscience.
I mean, how could you live with yourself just knowing something you can't do nothing, you're going to take it to your deathbed?
For 20 years now, he's been left wondering what happened to his dad, James Walker. Some knew him as Slim. The 46-year-old was reported missing by friends on April 7th, 2000. They claim he stayed outside while they went in this food line in Bedford. When they came back, they say he was gone. But Bobby says he watched surveillance video from the store that day, disproving, he says, at least one version of their story. He says they told a few.
The first story that they said the dad was sitting on a park bench was not true, because you couldn't see Dad going over to the park bench or anything like you seen the three individuals go into the store for a little bit and then come back out and leave.
We asked to see the store surveillance video and were told we couldn't since it's a part of an active investigation. Chief Todd Foreman of the Bedford Police Department.
We don't know that he was at Food Line ever. That we don't know if he was there because we have no evidence that he was there. So our evidence last time he was missing was from somewhere in Thaxton.
It's one of the reasons why in 2015, the police department handed the case over to the Bedford County Sheriff's Office. They now work as a team along with Virginia State Police. That year was one that gave Bobby a glimpse of hope.
That was pretty emotional.
The Sheriff's Office got a tip that Walker was buried on this property by his home on Taylor Mountain, only it didn't pan out.
Hoping to be there if they did find Dad. Hey, you know, I'm his kid. They say, just say, Dad, welcome home, you know, just so I can lay him to rest, and so I know where he's at. And just, you know, and then it was kind of, after they did the dig, and it was kind of disappointing.
You know, we did check everything up there. We're trying not to leave any stone unturned.
More tips are what Captain John Wilkes says his agency needs. He made it clear the investigation into what happened to James Walker is active and open still today.
People calling in and giving us information. I mean, we'll take anything people will give us, and we'll run it down. We'll follow up on it. So in any cases like this, you always ask help from the public because somebody knows something.
The hope is that somebody will finally find the courage or feel convicted enough to finally speak up so that Bobby Walker can come together with his family and finally lay his father to rest.
I want to bring closure for that family. It's because they want to know what happened. They don't know what happened to their father, and they want to know. And I know there's people in the community that know what happened.
It's an emotions that you don't want to wish on nobody. But it's hard, it really is.